Good morning, all of you. So today's class, we're going to discuss about the torque equal to I alpha applications. Right? So what are this one like when a rigid body is suspended and suddenly one of the string is cut, then how the motion of that object will occur. Then again, if a rigid body kept in certain position and I'm going to release it, and how that motion is going to take place. So previous class will depend. We were knowing that how that torque was acting and about which point the body was rotating. Means like it was like a fixed axis rotation. What about here? The axis of rotation we don't know. We are supposed to predict here the numericals which I'm going to pick up about which axis the body will rotate. We don't know. That has to be identified. So what are the type of numericals you'll get it? Fixed axis rotation. Like yesterday we have seen a rod injured at one end, then I'll release it. That was a fixed axis rotation. Next again after that, now we have seen some instead of rod, some other rigid body also can be released. Semicircular plate we have seen. That was a fixed axis rotation. So now the axis of rotation itself we are not very sure. How to identify it is what these are the type of numericals here. So I'll begin with one which is shown in. Okay, read the question. So there is a rod of mass m and length L. There is a rod of mass m and length L. It is hinged about. So it is suspended by two strings. So initially, what is the tension? It's in equilibrium. The tension, let it be T naught, and the weight mg will act. So therefore, for equilibrium of the rod, 2T naught minus mg equals 0. So what is the initial tension? Mg by 2. So this is the tension in the initial string. So I'm going to cut the left string. So what happened the left string? So after cutting, it will become loose, no? So I'll just show like this here. The string is cut. Then what about the rod? What will be the tension in the left string? So will it remain same T naught or any other value? So what are the forces of that thing? So let's assume that I don't know tension. Let me assume T. And the air weight, mg will act. And what are the points? Let me take A, B, and C is the center of mass of the rod. Okay, what are the options now? Will it rotate about A or C? Just so few things like when you cut the right string, when you cut like this, when you cut the right string, what will happen to the left string? Will it be taut or loose? I think it must be taut, no? The string will be taut. So how do you can say? And I think there's a natural one. One must have basic idea. That's why I told you no. Now today what happen? You can take some pen or pencil or some any stick in your home. What all that one? Just hold. You can't go for ceiling. Just hold at these 2 points. Hold with two finger. Hold with two hands. Suddenly you release one of the end. This thing you release it. Then definitely when this thing will be taut, you can feel. This is what naturally happens. Sir. This will be taut. So therefore I'm assuming tension. Now I'm asking to calculate this tension. The next question comes, what is the state of rod just after, I think this word is very important here. Just after right string is cut. Just after. Will it rotate about A or C? I think it's suspended about A, no? Will it rotate about A or C? No, it will rotate about C. The angular acceleration, in fact, will be like this. And the center of mass will accelerate. I'll write alpha C. Then if this is a thing like this, then if C the acceleration of AC, the acceleration of center, then all points should also have acceleration of center of mass S. Then what about acceleration of this point? Acceleration of this point will be AC plus L by 2 alpha, because this length is L by 2, this is L by 2. So let's write the equations of motion. Mg minus T equal to MAC. And then T into L by 2 is equal to IC alpha C. The torque is set up by the tension. So the tension, what happened, it will set up a torque about point C. So this is R bar, this is F, R cross F. So the torque will be like this about point C. Then if I solve, 1L get cancelled. So T is equal to ML alpha C by 6. How many unknowns are there? AC, alpha C, and tension. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. I need one more equation. So I'll take help of the string. What is the state of string? String is taut and it is connected to a point here. So let me take a point P on the ceiling. So what will be the acceleration of point P? It's a ceiling, no? And what is the state of it? This is a test. Ceiling will not move. So acceleration of point P along y-axis should be 0. Acceleration of point A along y-axis must be 0. So I'll put one more acceleration here. So what is that? L by 2 alpha C. Why L by 2 alpha C? Because of tangential acceleration. So what is here? Try to see this. So what is this L by 2 alpha C? Tangential acceleration. What is AC? That is due to acceleration of center of mass. So this what happens here. Now this is a tangential acceleration. This due to rotating motion. This due to translating motion. Then what should be the acceleration of point A along y-axis? The constraint equation, what it says, the acceleration of along y-axis must be equal to acceleration of point P. What is the acceleration of point P? Should be 0. What is the acceleration of point A along y-axis? AC minus L by 2 alpha C. So this is equation 3. Solving this will get the required answer. So L alpha C, what you can write, 2 AC, put 3 into M by 6, this should be equal to 2 AC, or MAC by 3. Call equation 4. Put 4 in 1, MAC equal to 3T, mg minus T is equal to 3T, or T equal to mg by 4. So this will be the tension in this string just after cutting. Sir, what's wrong if I assume it will rotate about point T? Because it is suspended about by string. Because I'll just know, or what you said, if a body is fixed axis rotation, is it not fixed axis rotation? No. The question is just after. After some time, it will rotate about T because it is suspended above the string. I think are you able to understand just after? Means like we are not exactly understanding the situation. Means, so let me put it here. So yeah, these are more general things, rather than fighting with mathematics. You must have a very general idea. So there's a rod. Just after, it will rotate like this. After some time, what about after some time? After some time, it will do rotate. Because it is suspended about the string, no? So the string, it will rotate about center of mass. After some time, it will rotate about this one, call alpha A. This is alpha C. I think so. What you have to notice in the problem is it is asking after some time or just after string is cut. I think that's what the difference you have to make it here. No, what do you mean by rod describes only rotating motion? Say like here, please understand here. The moment you cut string, the rod don't know that it is left string is there or not. It will try to move vertically down because of it. The string will become taut. So there is some acceleration of center of mass. Please do understand. You must bring your physics into the picture, laws of motion chapter. What is the state of the rod? Rod is at inertia of rest. No? The moment you cut the string, due to weight, what will happen? It will try to, because earlier 2 T naught equal to mg. When you cut the right string, so definitely what happen? Mg, the weight, the net force will be downward. So the rod don't know that whether left string is cut or not. It will try to move down. The center of mass will try to move vertically down. So mg minus T equal to mac. Then what will happen? The string will become taut. The tension from T naught will change, suddenly will become T. And it set up a torque. It will rotate about C. This is what happens everything at that moment. Not only pure rotation, you can see translatory motion. So what is this equation? Translatory motion. So what is this? Rotatory motion. Afterwards, pure rotation motion. So I'm going to conclude here. Both rod describes both translatory and rotating motion. Here, rod describes only rotating motion. Are you able to understand this? This is what practically happens. Sir, how do I come to know? That is what you should have the idea of physical world rather than fighting with mathematics. That's what I was insisting. Okay. Anybody having doubt, you can just clarify it. Huh? This is the first problem, no? Because the same idea I'm going to. You got the same answer after taking the torque about point L. I agree, but the string what happen is inextensible, no? Then if you do one thing, let the rod rotate about point A and solve the problem, you'll get the same answer. There is no problem with the answer. But what is the problem is the string is will become inextensible. That is not possible, no? Therefore, you'll get answer correct, but conceptually wrong. So what went wrong? The string you made extensible, but it's inextensible. If you want to try it, let the rod rotate about point A and you do the problem, you'll get the answer. Okay, you'll get a rank, everything fine. But you killed the basic physics. Equation 2, this one, tension. The tension, this is T, this is L by 2. So torque T into L by 2 is equal to ml square by 12 into alpha C. Okay, torque 1. This is R bar, this is F bar. Okay, no, I brought, just we have changed the orientation of the string here. Read the question, no? How come this is fixed axis rotation? I think that things are different, you know. After some time, still okay, it's not having both the translatory rotating motion. I think I'm showing here. You should look at this. Both having translatory rotating motion. What about here? Only rotating motion. Both translatory rotating, only rotating motion. Okay, no. So here also the same thing. Just after string cut, the rod will have both translatory, rotatory, then afterwards only rotating motion. So what is our question? Just after right string is cut. So I think in the numericals, you are supposed to make observation of this condition. Again, we are going to proceed with the same method. So initially, this is the weight mg, center of mass. So there's a tension T naught and T naught, let it be that one. Then the moment I cut the string, so what will happen? The weight mg will act. Then because of the weight acting, what happened? The rod wants to move vertically down. Then what happened? The tension, what happened from T naught will take some other value. So let it be, say T. Then the center of mass will accelerate. So at that instant, translative motion. Okay, now try to see that what are all forces are acting on the rod. Along y-axis, mg minus t sine theta. So there'll be acceleration of center of mass along y-axis. There'll be acceleration of center of mass along y-axis. T constant is also acting. So there'll be acceleration of center of mass along x-axis. And about what point the rod will rotate? The rod will rotate about center of mass only. And this is alpha c. Not about point P. Any reason for that? The string will be taut and inextensible. Write all the possible equation. So let's write one by one. For translative motion, mg minus t sine theta equal to mscy. T cos theta equal to m into acx. Acceleration of center of mass along x, along y. So this is about the translative motion related to this. What about the rotative motion, t sine theta? You resolve this. So what is the length of the rod? This is L by 2. So how much of torque here? T sine theta is the tension that will act perpendicular to the length PC. So T sine theta L by 2. I'll write down so you can measure this. Cp is equal to moment of inertia IC alpha c. What is Cp? Cp is equal to L by 2. How many unknowns are there? 4 unknowns, no? ACY, ACX, alpha c, and tension. But how many set of equations we have? Three equations, what we have. I need one more. And I'll go for constraint equation. As the string is inextensible, so therefore the acceleration of point P of the rod along the string must be equal to 0. I think that's the only thing which is going to help us now. What is the tangential acceleration of point P? L by 2 alpha c will be vertically down ACY and ACX. So I'm going to resolve all. So I'll show it. So let me take this one. So this is the point. So this is a string here. So what are the accelerations? So 1, no, ACY will be like this. And L by 2 alpha, tangential acceleration will be like this. And this is a point P. And this is theta. This is theta. So this should be the theta. Try to look at all the things. L by 2 alpha c. So this is a string. What should be the acceleration of point P along the string? Along the string, it should be 0. Any reason for that? Because the point P, what happened, will be connected to some P dash. So what should be the acceleration of point P and P dash along the string? It should be equal. Constraint equation. Because the string should be inextensible. This is a test. acceleration of point P dash must be zero connected to string. So what should be the acceleration of point P along the string? Must be zero, because for the string to remain inextensible. So let's write that equation. Acceleration of point P along the string. Now resolve all this. So this will be ACX cos theta L by 2 alpha C sine theta minus ACY sine theta equal to 0. So 4 equations, 4 unknown. Solving will get the required answer.
So isn't it plus L by 2 alpha c sine theta?
This is positive. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Okay, fine. You see that just general idea. This what we did for rod. So earlier the string was vertical. So string can be oriented in any way now. There's a beginning. So there's a beginning. Slowly what happened? We'll explore the higher level problems. Now the sir rod will it be later on in the end I'll conclude. So just after string is cut, after some time what will happen the rod? Where the rod will be? You must have this very important. So don't write equation. Generally what will happen, tell me. After some time what will happen? Say because of ACX what will happen? The point P will move, no? Will move horizontal. The point P, how the motion of point P will be. They may ask you in exam like this, after cutting the string, how the point P will move. So students, they try to write mathematical equation. I think there's a highly stupidity here. Very generalized idea. So how the rod will try to swing like this. And the point P, what happen, will move up. If it moves up, string will become loose. So there's ruled out. Can it move like this? If it moves like this, and the rod will happen, will swing. So is it possible? Can it move like this? Not possible, no? Because of acceleration of center of mass. So therefore it should move. And also ACY is there. So because of ACX and ACY, how the center of mass will move? We'll try to move like this. We'll try to move. Then how the point P should move? We'll try to move like this. So the acceleration of point P and C after some time need not be in same direction. So they will both will move in fourth quadrant. Finding very difficult, you take rod, just hold like this, release it, no, and make observation of this. Nowadays we have mobile. Some of you are having very good mobile. Slow motion is there. So take that video in slow motion, do make observation, put some sticker here, red color, do put something and make observation. What's wrong in analyzing like that way? So you'll get exact picture. In exams, instead of asking numerical, if I said paper, I'll not ask that because everyone knows you'll get answer. I'll just ask you, just after string is cut, center of mass will move. How it will move? It will move in a fourth quadrant here. So if I take quadrant, after some time our center of mass will be moving in fourth quadrant. What about P? P will be moving in fourth quadrant. Will be try to move somewhere like this in a plane, not only horizontal or vertical. Because you do one thing, just make string vertical. When you make string vertical, I think point P will come somewhere here, no? Well, I'll give a rough diagram. Please at least do understand what is the biggest problem you are going to face. This what happens, no, after some time. So the point P was at horizontal. You look at this position. It was here. So when the string becomes vertical, so point P will not be here. Will be somewhere here. I'll take it out again. You'll get confused. So in exams can be asked questions for you. You should know how that motion in general takes place. Now, why only rod? Let's explore other objects. So this is the most beautiful part of rotational mechanics. Books they're given only for rod. I suggest you, now let's suspend any other rigid body. We'll see what will happen. Triangular plate. So what are the rigid bodies we have? Triangular plate, semicircular plate, cone, anything you can bring it. Any rigid body where you can, it's a having a definite shape and you can find out moment of inertia, bring that into the picture. Now carry on. See, I'm telling this one why rotation mechanics very difficult. The books, they confirm only for rod, but you look at the advanced exam, they're asking for any rigid body. The discussion is made only taking example rod. So what I suggest, where all you see rod, bring other rigid body and try to work out. There's a beautiful way of learning rotation mechanics. Things will change little bit. Concept will not change. Only the writing equations will change. You'll get overall confidence. Clarity will come. Oh, this is what happens. Finish over. No. Read the question. And the right string is going to cut. So the right string is here. After end of rotation mechanics, you should laugh. Oh, this is what rotation mechanics, because there's nothing big we are learning here. There's a very practical thing, no? Nothing to do. Till now, what all we discussed, everything was very general, no? Nothing conceptual, nothing high level scientific thinking needed. Very general observation. Just need common sense. Not even physics also not needed. Just basic fundamentals. If you have properly, this is enough. No. What can happen to square plate? No. What is the basic necessity? String should be taut and inextensible. That will carry on. Tau time. It must be taut string. So there'll be tension. The weight mg will act. The weight mg will act. So let me call this center of mass. So let this be P, Q, R, S. So let me give name to the corners. And then the moment you cut string, what happens? The center of mass will try to move vertically down. This is the AC. And then will it rotate about P or center of mass? Because this is some square plate, no, not a rod. So let it rotate about P and check it. What conditions will come? Let it rotate about C and check it. What conditions will come? It will rotate about center of mass. Then it will have tangential acceleration. Let this be R. So how the tangential acceleration will come like this, R alpha C. And it should have acceleration of center of mass, AC. No, let's come for this one. So what should be the acceleration of point P along y-axis? Must be 0. Any reason for that? String is inextensible. Acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0 because the acceleration of this point is 0. If the acceleration of point P along y-axis is non-zero, if acceleration of point P along y-axis is upward, then what happens? String will become loose. That is not possible. If acceleration of point P along y, if it is vertically down, then what will happen? String will become extensible. String is taut and inextensible. That's why I'm writing acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0. So now write the equation, first constant equation, AC minus R alpha C. So this angle, let it be theta. I think theta should be 45 degrees. And R alpha should be perpendicular to this one. So this also. So what can be theta? Theta must be 45 degrees. So therefore, AC equal to R alpha C by root 2. Then let's write the equations of motion. Mg minus T equal to MAC. Torque. Who will set up torque? The tension about center of mass. So T into L by 2 IC alpha C. Try to see this. So tension is acting here. So you just produce it back. This will be R perpendicular, no? What is this length? L by 2. So L by 2 into the tension. That will be the torque. Or else what you can do, find out this smaller length. Then calculate angle between R bar and this. R cross T bar. Substitute that in vector form and solve it. You will end up finally the same equation. What should be the IC? What should be the value of IC? IC should be equal to ML square by 6. Moment of inertia of square plate about an axis passing through the center and perpendicular to plane. So this should be equal to m alpha c by 3. This is equation 2. Solving 1, 2, 3, we'll get the required answer. Let's ask few questions. What is the after? What will happen after some time? How the motion of this will occur? What is the acceleration of point Q? What are the accelerations? Accelerations it will have AC and R alpha C. Tangential acceleration. This is tangent. This is a linear, also like a linear acceleration. This is a tangential. Tangential acceleration. This AC is due to translatory motion. What about this? This will have AC and tangential acceleration like this. Let me show for all the things. I'll use different colors. It'll be easy for you. This is AC. Slowly try to learn things. It'll be very comfortable for you. Like this, we can find out the acceleration at that instant, acceleration of any point here. So what is the acceleration of point P? Along y-axis is 0. Along x-axis will be non-zero. So somewhere here I'll write it. So then how it is possible? You look at that component of acceleration, R alpha C cos theta will act horizontally. It will be there. So shall I put non-zero or equal to 0? Can be non-zero. What is the problem? How actually this will just after some time. So what will happen? This one, the square plate will rotate about point PM. Very next moment means like the moment you release. So the moment you release, what happened? The PQ is horizontal, no? So the once PQ starts rotating this particular thing, once this PQ take this position, then actually it is swinging about this particular thing. About point P it will swing the square plate. And at the same time, this will try to move. So it, in fact, it will what happen the moment you release, no, it will be like this. It will oscillate. It will swing like this. Now solve this, you'll get the required answer. So this is what I brought the square plate here. So now what are other things you should expect here now? Now let's do one spring, then I'll go for generalization. And now I brought a spring. You should be very careful now. Instead of string, I brought spring now. Well, after some time, it will swing about P. After some time, it will swing about P. After some time, because it is suspended by a string, no? So therefore, it should swing about P. Please do suspend, take string, some object, and do make observation all this. Today's okay, maybe in class you find difficult. Practically analyze once, so that teacher was describing these things only. You'll get a confidence. Okay, now come for the springs here. There are two springs are there. You check it. After spring B is cut. Now please carefully analyze the problem. String is there. No, I brought spring.
Sir, sir, in the previous question, at that instant it will rotate about C and then about P, right? So then pure rotational.
At that instant, center of mass will descend vertically down and the square plate will rotate about C so that the string will be taut and extensible. After some time, it will swing about P.
Yes, sir.
And there's a condition. Okay, read the question and get into the diagram. Initially, will there be any springs? What is the state of spring? Elongated or compressed? Check that. The spring is cut, so it will be like this. Huh? No, initially, what is the state of springs? Will be elongated. We know it, so it will be kx naught. I'll just show it. Kx naught, and the weight mg will act. So for equilibrium, what we can write it here only. I'll write it 2 kx naught minus mg equal to 0. Now get into the. Now what will happen to the weight mg should act. So the weight mg will act. I'll take it O. This one because C has given no. I'll make it O. Then spring is there no. So let's see any changes will come to the system. Everywhere what happened where all string is there, try to bring spring and analyze the problem. And I think everyone, we have put enough effort on the springs. So we know enough ideas of spring. And we can manage very comfortably with the spring force also. What happened to spring force? What happened to spring force in the spring A? Should change or should not change? What happened the tension in the left string after cutting the right string with chain? No. So here, sudden change in spring force, possible, not possible. So the spring force will remain as it is. Sudden change in spring force, not possible. So spring force will remain as it is here. Then what about the torque? So it will rotate about center of mass, alpha O, and it will have AO. So let me write the corresponding equations. Kx naught into C by 2. Mg minus Kx naught equal to Ma by 2. So Kx naught is equal to Kx naught into L by 2 is equal to, there's a rectangular plate. So I'll do one thing. Let me take this is length L and breadth B. So what is the moment of inertia? M L square B square by 12 into alpha naught. Now what are the questions that are being asked? Angular acceleration of the plate. So do we know Kx naught? Yes, Kx naught equal to mg by 2. Substitute, you'll get alpha naught. Then we'll get A naught also. But sir, what about the spring? What to do with the spring? Spring force will not change suddenly, no? Let's not bother, finish over. After some time, spring force will change as it has to change. At that moment, what happened? There's a finish over. So nothing to do with any other ideas here. So I think now string and spring comes, little bit be alert. Sudden change in spring force, not possible here. So what happened to spring? Elongated. Elongation will increase or decrease? No, it will remain as. After some time, S, because of acceleration of point A, so because of the displacement of point A, things have to change after some time. We are discussing just after, immediately after. So where what is L? L is equal to C and B is equal to C by 2. I'll take the next question. And now
The previous question, we won't get the answer 2, sir. Option 2.
Yes, sir.
this one,
Sir,
check it once.
getting, sir. 2.4 G by C.
Yeah, check calculations. Will come. Okay, now we have did some lot of things. No, so let's go for generalization. What do you mean by generalization? Any object with the spring or this one. So I just suggest few. So please do work out. And different shaped objects are there. So first, let me give the triangular plate. Please do work out. Think on that one because now you know enough of idea. This is a string. And you know moment of inertia of the triangular plate, so that there won't be any, I think, difficulty for you. So this is length L. I'm going to cut this string. That string I'll show like this. So what will be the tension in the left string just after right string is cut? So mass of the plate be M. There's a one thing. Next I'll go for semicircular plate. Can be asked anything in advance. Huh? You have to be very careful. Mass M. I'm going to cut this string, so you have to calculate the tension in the left string here. Then semicircular plate. I'll go for cone. Later on, if you want, you can change the orientation of the string also. So initially, first you do for vertical, then after getting confidence, go for this one. There's the cone of height h, radius r, mass m. So height h, this will be. So and I'm going to cut this string. So in all the three cases, find the tension in the left string just after right string is cut. Find tension in the left string. Okay, fine. So please do put effort. I think the same problem, instead of rod, square plate, I did now triangular plate, semicircular plate, and this is a 3D object. I'll go for the next concept. Now, similarly, instead of that string suddenly cut, no, now I'm going to release the rod. Read the question now. Read the question, I'll have water. I think this is very general. You take pencil or pen, keep it on like a horizontal surface. Don't put on the bed, because that the bed or that particular thing will become rough surface. You need smooth. There's no friction here. The surface is smooth here. Later problem, I'll go for smooth. So rough, that one. So let time being, let it be rough. I'll release it. Then how the motion will occur? So you try that one. I'll give 2 minutes time. So take the pen or pencil, keep it some orientation at an angle theta. So let this be theta. And you release it. Try to see what will happen. The midpoint, you just do some marking. Look at that end, how do it move, end Q, how do it move, release it. What you're doing, there'll be some friction. If you keep it on the bed, no, on the bed sheet or something and all, because it'll be rough enough, the NP will not move. If it's on smooth, like on the tiles or granite, what you are having in home, or on the table, dining table, if you're sitting and watching this, there what happens if it's smooth enough, the surface smooth enough, then you can see a different situation. On the bed sheet, it'll be rough, the point P will not move. On the smooth surface, yes, it can shift. All of you released it? See, I'll explain concept. You will not understand anything because you don't know practical thing. That's why I'm asking you to do analyze once practically, so that what I write equation will be easy for you. No, point P, will it jump? The moment you release, what happens? The point P will swing up. Will it bounce up? It will not happen, no? So point P will not bounce up. This is enough to solve the problem. All of you agreed? If you have checked it, then I'll proceed here. The moment you release, the point P will not bounce up. So therefore, what should be the acceleration of point P along y-axis? Must be 0, because it will not lose contact from the ground. The point P will not lose contact from the ground. So the moment you release, the acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0. It will not lose contact from the ground. So this is the first thing. If you have noticed this, as the problem is over. I see in the books they wrote equation. Why they are writing equation, you'll never understand. That's what happens in rotation mechanics. You're having plenty of good problems solved, but they just write equation. How that equations came, you must know the background. So just after release, so what is the idea? Just after release, the point P will not bounce up. Is it okay that bounce up? So therefore, acceleration of point P along y-axis is 0. Okay, this is enough for me to solve the problem. Now, about what point it will rotate? Again, there's again big one more headache, no? If it rotates about point P and will not bounce up, or will it go into the ground? You release it, suppose you release this on the dining table, then that particular pencil will, what happen, will make some hole in the dining table and will fall down, and it will make hole, and you can collect down. Or you release on the floor, then what happen, it will make some hole, and somewhere in the foundation below 10 feet, you see this pencil or pen. After some time, no, not it will be there only, no. So what is the acceleration of point P along y-axis? It will not bounce up. Just after it, the point P will not bounce up, or will not get into the ground. Let me say ground. So therefore, acceleration of point P along y-axis is 0. This is what actual practically happened. Okay, now I'm going to put it here. Now will it rotate about point P or center? It will rotate about center of mass. It will in fact rotate about center of mass. Sir, how do you can justify? Because of this acceleration of this constant equation only, I'm saying it will rotate about center of mass. So then mg will act here. Then acceleration of center of mass. Then there'll be normal contact n. So this is theta. This length is L by 2. This is L by 2. So let's write the equation. Mg minus n. I'll write it here. Mg minus n equal to MAC. This is the one thing. Next, after this, torque equation about center of mass, N into L by 2 cos theta should be equal to IC into alpha C. How many unknowns are there? N, AC, and alpha. I need one more equation. Acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0. Due to acceleration of center of mass will be like this. Tangential acceleration will be in this direction. This is theta, so this should be theta. So acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0. So based on that, acceleration of point P along y-axis should be 0. So AC minus, solving this will get the required answer. So let it rotate about point P. If it rotates about point P, then what the point P will, because of acceleration of center of mass, it will go into the ground. But that will not happen, no? Well, this rod will drill some hole. The pencil, if you just put on the dining table, it will drill a hole. It will make a hole in the dining table and will get into the, and will get down. Nothing like that. Acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0. Please do release pen or pencil, then make observation. Because I don't have anything to explain here. This is a thing which is very important. Huh? This is what will come from your common sense, not from physics. Please do
Sir?
understand here.
Sir?
This is what physics. Let me wind up. Let me just finish off. Say that this particular thing is what should come from your interest in science, making observation and common sense. This nobody can help you in this aspect. The blue color, what I shaded. Teacher will help you only these things. So this is what you have to develop on your own. There's no method available till date in the human history. This can be developed. So I'm making things clear. So it's not that teacher will teach so that we'll become engineer. Not possible. You have to become engineer on your own. I'm just telling you some methods, sir. Like release the pencil on the ground and see observation first. Yeah.
Sir, it's L by 2 alpha C cos theta, no, sir?
I didn't write. Yeah, this one. Cos theta. Yeah, fine, ma. Should be equal to 0. Okay, this I think the blue color I'm telling this is not physics. Huh? This is the basic general's observation. Anybody can have. No need to take foundation course. You should join Olympiad school. You are uneducated, educated, irrespective of this. This is nothing to do with your education. This is what the basic science. Okay, what your teacher is teaching here. Books, what they'll tell only this much. This is why they don't tell, because the author knows that you have enough common sense and you have made observations. Please do develop this particular institution. This is the needed. Huh? Everyone got this? So now I think rather than writing equation, don't focus much on torque equation, translative motion. You know enough this. Have this blue color one, what I shaded. You can enjoy the rotation mechanics. Sir, now is asking acceleration of point P. 0 shall be right? No, you look at acceleration of point P. I think the question is still not yet over. Is equal to how much it is? Acceleration of point P is equal to L by 2 alpha C sine theta. Okay, see now this is something very important. If the surface is rough, can you make a guess of what action friction should act? See this problem, how it is going to help us. If the surface is rough, in what action friction will act? Sir, towards left or right? No, it must be towards right. Anything just after release, the acceleration of point P is along x-axis only, and it is towards left. So therefore, the friction should act towards right. Next problem, I'll bring friction. So then, sir, why you are taking the action of friction towards right? Because APX is towards left here. I think blindly we are not going to assume the friction. We should have this background. Okay, solving this equation 1, 2, 3 will get the required answers. And now what I release? Rod. Sir, shall I release any other object as release? No problem. So you go to the kitchen, spoon, you take it release. You take glass, it will become some sort of truncated cone. Then you take bowl, a hemispherical shell, it will become. Then you take cabbage, it will become some solid sphere. Carrot, you take it, some rod, taper rod, it will become. So different shaped objects are available in kitchen. No? Just keep it on smooth surface and release that and try to see. The point of contact which is there, you take marker pen, something, you just put some mark and try to make observations. Center of mass you can't see because the imaginary point, no? So we can't see that one. So only the end Q and P, what pen you can do marking and make notice here. You are supposed to do, otherwise my part is over. No, you want to become good engineer, okay, sit in kitchen and spend time. Not eating, along with that eating, do make observation. Okay, now I brought the friction concept. Okay, we have to generalize, no? Instead of this, some other object, let me release. Let me conclude here only. What are some other objects? Let me release one by one all. First, let me release semicircular plate. Now, what conditions will come? This is the center of mass. Let it be smooth. Tell me what will happen to it just after release. Let's see that one body. I'll help you. How do it move? Okay, immediately what happened? Take notebook. Don't just sit watch. Okay, teacher will show, will write all the equations. I'll make observation. Put effort. Put some pressure on your brain. Huh? Take notebook, pen, draw the diagram. Show what are all forces that are going to act. How the normal contact will act vertically down. Some of your parents have sent message that my kid is just only watching. I think it's not Cartoon Network, no, where you can just only watch. See, don't write notes. If you want to, the PDF is there. At least what happen? The teacher, the moment question gives what happen, you should draw the diagram and try to put effort. It's not a Cartoon Network where you can continuously only watch. This is O, this is P, this is Q. So similarly, same thing, just after release, I want acceleration of point P. Let's see in this case what conditions will arise. Will it rotate about P? Will it rotate about O? Will it rotate about center of mass? Sir, orientation little bit difficult, previous problem. Or will it not rotate because it is just PQ is vertical? Okay, some student is asking like this, sir, what happens if the rod is just held vertical? What should happen? It will be there like that only, no? Why it will rotate? But sir, but I take pen because see the pen, what will happen there? You are unable to balance it. So if you just put it like this, it will stay there only like that. Why do it will swing that one? So same thing happens. So it will stay like that only. No, it will swing. So you can try this. You take watermelon. There's a semicircular plate. Huh? Or you can go for hemisphere, solid hemisphere. Then you just take the watermelon or not watermelon, cabbage or not cabbage, half of the tomato or lemon or some nowadays we have The oranges, no, cut it, this and see what conditions are. So I think it will tilt, no? We know it will tilt. How do you tilt it? It will tilt towards left. Then just after releasing it, it will rotate about again center of mass only. It will rotate about center of mass. So alpha c, I'll show it. So acceleration of center of mass and alpha c. Then what are the equations of motion? Mg minus Ny is equal to MAC. Then torque should be Ny into OC should be equal to IC into alpha C. Do we know IC? How to calculate semicircular plate, and what is OC should be equal to 4R by 3 pi. How to calculate IC? So can we calculate about O? About O for the semicircular plate? Go back to some logical method I shown. For semicircular plate, about O we can find out. IOZ we can find out. So from that weapon we can calculate the ICZ applying parallaxis theorem. IOZ is equal to ICZ plus M into OC square. IOZ is how much? MR square by 2 only. Okay, you got ICZ. This ICZ is nothing but IC. Okay, now we know this. So alpha C, that one. How many unknowns are there? NY, AC, and alpha C. Then acceleration of point P along y-axis must be 0. So therefore, the tangential acceleration, I am going to show it here. The tangential acceleration will be in this direction. So this distance, let me call R. So R alpha C. So acceleration of point and AC will be in this direction. So let me take this is theta. Let me write the equation, consider equation, acceleration of point P along y-axis should be 0. So from that, AC minus R alpha C sine theta should be equal to 0. Solving this, we'll get the required answer. Now, can you say, if this is a rough ward action, friction will act towards left. This is a method of thing. And what is the acceleration of point P along x-axis non-zero equal to R alpha C cos theta. Okay, I helped you with semicircular plate. Say very simple, the what all idea. So now what you should try. You should try some other objects. Triangular plate. A triangular plate like this. Equilateral triangle. This one. Release it. Just after release, you have to calculate acceleration of point P. Triangular plate over. Then this I am releasing all where on the horizontal surface. No, let me release some object rod on the inclined plane. I think the topics will become really unlimited. Huh? Find the acceleration of point P or here B just after release. Please do work out. I'll go for next concepts. Huh? Still plenty of things are there we have to discuss. Find let's release on rough surface. What is a rough surface? Where to bring rough surface? I think you put any blanket or just go to the bedroom now. So release that pen or pencil. You can try. Huh? No, you can try it. So I think that'll be rough enough. No. So what will happen to the end A? If the friction is sufficient, what happens? The end A will not shift. If they're smooth, if it's on dining table or glass or on the tile, granite on the floor, if you release the rod in this position, as the end A will shift towards left. Here what will happen? Because of rough it's telling it will not shift here. So for that is asking, will not slip. Its lower end will not slip if the friction coefficient between the rod and the ground is greater than. So he's putting some conditions. Therefore, certain value of mu is there for which it will not slip. That value of mu is what is asking us to tabulate. If the mu is less than that, it will slip, and greater than that, it will not slip. Now, already I think we have covered enough background, how to assume the direction of friction. Okay, let's get into the problem. The free body diagram here, this is mg. First, we'll show all the forces. This is Ny. How the friction must act towards right only. You should not ask me why towards right. These are the forces that are acting. Now tell me like about what point it will rotate. Really, I'm troubling you a lot now. About what point it will rotate? About center of mass or about point A? Anybody wants to answer? Okay, you can unmute and tell me. You want to reply back? Okay, I'm very happy to hear your answer here in this case. Will it rotate about center of mass or about point A?
Point A.
Point A to
Point
rotate.
A, sir.
Okay, fine, all of you. About point A only. Because you just take the pen or pencil, just release on the bed sheet, no? So the point A will not shift. And you can see all points are rotating about point A. So where alpha A, I should write it. This alpha is what I have to show here about this particular point. Getting no smooth, rough, things have changed here. Now let's write the equation. Now what is the type of motion it will describe? Rotatory motion, only rotatory, both rotatory as well as translatory. Only rotatory, no, it's a fixed axis rotation. The rod describes fixed axis rotation. So I'll write it nearby, the rod okay, now get into the thing, this one. This is write the equation. So now this will have tangential acceleration, AT. Let's write all the possible equation. First, torque torque will be due to the weight. First, we'll calculate the torque acting. So mg L by 2 cos theta should be equal to IA alpha. If you want, you can write only alpha A. Let me write only alpha, that one. So mg L by 2 cos theta ml square by 3 into alpha. Alpha will be 3g cos theta by 2L. Keep it this one. There's equation 1. Then what about the tangential acceleration? AT equal to L by 2 alpha. So this should be so L get cancelled. So this will be 3g cos theta by 4. So this is a tangential acceleration. Then we have to, what's the condition? That particular mu and theta, how they are related. That was the thing, no? How mu and theta are related. That equation have to be determined. So along x-axis, friction force is acting, no? along x-axis the frictional force will act. So this angle will be theta. So therefore shall we write here F into F is equal to max any other equations? And what is F? F should be equal to mu n. And AT value we know. I'll write it here. Mu n. AT value 3g by 4 cos theta sin theta. So this is equation 3. Finally, we have something equation like this. 3mg sin theta cos theta by 4. Along y-axis, mg minus n minus ny should be equal to mat cos theta. So value of at we know. So I think now substituting 4 in 3, ny will get eliminated. That then solving for mu will get the required answer. So the value of p will come equal to 3. Check this one. This will be our answer. How to interpret this answer? How to interpret this answer? If there is no friction, as the point A will shift towards left, no? Because of the friction, what happened? The point A is at rest here. So then, if the value of mu is less than this value, what you calculate the mu? If it is less than p by 2 sine 2 theta 1 plus 3 sine square theta, there will be slipping. If mu is greater than this, there won't be slipping at point A. Now, what we have released? What we released? Rod. So what I can release now? I can release any other rigid body. So honestly, do try not getting take help of teacher. I think it's all about calculating moment of inertia, the headache. Rest all everything you know how to manage. So instead of this, let it be semicircular plate now. What should be the value of mu so that it will not slip? Go back to the previous problem. Here only you make this surface rough. Then what should be the value of mu so that it will not slip? In that case, it will rotate about point P. Come for here again. What should be the value of mu so that it will not slip? Fine. So again, take the cone. So you're going to release the cone. Just do at least for 3 different objects so that you'll get a generalized picture. Rod, semicircular plate, triangular plate, hemisphere. So of this one. So that'll be enough. So overall it'll be better position. Okay, well, other objects are there, so you must work out the same thing. What is orientation? You can put any any orientation. I think for say that, again, so some can it triangular plate, can it slip now if it is like this? If I release, will not slip. No, why it will slip? It will tip. That's all. It will fall. That one. So again, you should be very careful enough whether it will tip or not. But slightly, if you do orientation like this and release, yes, it will tip. Try this at home. Check it. So the orientation also very important. So it's a semicircular plate. Earlier we took that one. So here it will not. Nothing will happen. Here it can. As the friction will act. Here friction will not act. Let's same in order. I'm asking this question now. You do one thing. I think you are at any dining table or sir, dining table not there in our home. So just keep some stack of books, 4 or 5 books. You keep it like this. keep pencil like this and release it. Just change this length. So what will happen to pencil? How do it will, what type of motion it describes is what you have to make of it. Then come to the question. So if you don't have dining table or tables, or we don't have any table, we don't have any cot, so a platform, or go to the some window, you'll have a platform on the window, no? So there you keep pencil and keep it some length, this one. So he has given PC equal to rod AB of length L and PC equal to L by 3. If you keep pencil like this, nothing will happen. It will stay on the book. So this is called like a offset. This is called like a offset. Some length, it should be projected outside. Then it will tip, no? It will fall. So when it is falling, how actually it happens here? What actually happens here? There is a coefficient of friction between the rod and the corner, the edge. Because, so it will start tilting, no? Then there's a coefficient of friction between the corner and the rod. That is what mu. So how that mu and theta, they find the angle theta at which rod starts slipping at corner. So first what will happen? What will happen to rod? What type of motion the rod will describe? Will it slip, then then tip, or will it tip, then slips? What do you mean by tip? Rotating that one. Will it swing about point P, then it will slip about point P? Or will it first slip, then it will swing? You should make observation. Now, why do it will swing? Why it should swing? So talk about point P. The weight of the rod will act through point C, no? So mg into the distance PC. So clockwise torque is acting. So it will swing here. So first, what will happen? Will it slip, then swings, or will it swings, then slips? This will not help you from physics. You must have a general idea. I think, shall I say, it will first swing, then slips, no? First it will swing. Then what will happen? As it starts swinging, then it will start slipping here. So general motion. So somewhere here. Yeah. I'll just give the diagram so that at least come for this. So this is the corner. I'll draw all the set of diagrams. Huh? So there's a rod. So the moment you release, the moment you release, so center of mass will be here. So what will happen to the rod? The rod, what will happen? The next position of the rod will be oh. I'll put some dotted line or else. And what is the next position of the rod? After this, the rod will start tilting. No? So what will be the what will be the point? I think the which point of the rod was in contact. So this let me take this is A. This A, B. The point D was in contact. So still the point D only will be in contact. still the point. So we'll agree this. So this what happens here. Or the point D will be somewhere here. Some other point will come. No. So in very next moment, so now at certain angle, what will happen? It starts slipping. As it starts slipping, what happen? Other point of the rod will come in contact with the point P. So our question is only this one. So what should be the value of mu so that it will start slipping? Start slipping means very next moment what happen? There's a threshold angle theta. Very next moment, so what happen? The rod will start slipping at point P. I think you know enough for friction concept. We have discussed the slipping idea. So for it will rotate for what angle theta? What is maximum angle theta for which no slipping occurs? That's what the question here is. If the calculated theta becomes more than this angle, then slipping starts occurring. So what is the maximum permitted theta? For that, find the angle theta at which rod starts slipping. Able to understand the question now? Okay, let's get into diagram. So now show the rod tilted. That you are supposed to fight. You have to fight with the problem. How to assume direction of friction? How to assume direction of friction? Tell me, equations will help. Equations will not help, no? The basic your observation skills from that only you're supposed to bring. No, there's a rod, no? Why it is not coming straight line? Yeah. Okay, let's get into the problem. This was the end A, this is B, and center of mass, let me take it here. This is C, and this is the point P of the corner, this is D. What are the forces that are going to, and it will rotate about point P, shall I put? The rod will rotate about point P. The rod will rotate about point P, simplest idea. The rod rotates about point P. So therefore, the angular acceleration, what we have to show about point P only. So this is about the point P. Then it will have tangential acceleration, AT, you write it. First I'll show the forces. How the normal contact will act in this direction. Just write N, that will be sufficient. Now this angle, let it be theta. Let this angle be theta. We know distance PC. PC is given equal to L by 3. How to get the direction of friction? Everything we brought it. No? And in this position, what is the state of the rod? It will also have angular velocity. It will also have angular velocity. How to get the direction of friction? Yeah, whose help you have to take? Better take centrifugal force. You stand at point P. You stand at point P. Component of weight will act along AB like this. Then centrifugal force will also act along AB. Then we will balance that, the friction. So the friction should be upward. Agreed, all of you? Sir, why you brought centrifugal force? I can bring. What's wrong in that? You stand at point P. Or you are standing at the ground, then F minus mg, component of weight mg. This will be how much? This is theta. This is theta. Mg cos F minus mg cos theta will be required centripetal force. if you stand on the ground. Okay, let's write all the equations now. So this is, I think, enough of equations we have brought it. And now how the tangential acceleration should be like this. A tangential, and how it should be perpendicular to the rod. This A tangential is what? Due to angular action. So shall I put rod rotates about point P. So therefore, what is A tangential? A tangential should be equal to L by 3 into alpha. There's the one equation what we have. Let's get into the problem. What all equations we have to write? First, we'll calculate omega. So earlier center of mass was here, no? The center of mass got descended. So how much center of mass got descended? By distance y. So decrease in potential of center of mass, mgy, should be is equal to moment of inertia of the rod about point P into this one. So this is a conservation of mechanical energy. What should be the y? Sine theta should be equal to y by pc. Pc is L by 3, so y will be L by 3 sine theta. What is the moment of inertia? ml square by 12 plus m L by 3 whole square. From where this equation I brought it? From where this equation? Parallaxis theorem, moment of inertia of the rod about axis passing through point P. How is the axis? Axis is passing through point P perpendicular to plane of paper. Parallaxis theorem, ml square by 12 plus m into L by 3, pc whole square. The parallax theorem. Solving this, I'll get the omega. So omega is equal to 3g sine theta by 12. So this is equation 1. Keep it equation 2. Then what about the motion of the rod about point P rotating? No? Then who will provide centripetal force? I say, sir, I'll assume friction downward. I think it's very easier. Friction, if you assume downward, then F and what can be this? This is theta, and this is theta, no? This angle is theta. Now, who will provide centripetal force? If you assume friction downward, friction plus mg sine theta cannot provide centripetal force, no? If you take F downward, I think totally wrong. I think that will help you a lot. So therefore, F minus mg sine theta should be the required centripetal force because rotating about point P. So writing centripetal force. So this is the work energy theorem. I'll put some box like that so that it'll be easy for you. So this is based on what? Conservation of mechanical energy. Then let me apply the next for rotatory motion about point P. As the rod rotates about point P. I think I'll slide up till here. What is the equation? F minus mg sine theta. Now why m omega square L by 3? Because what is the distance of the point C from P? L by 3. But it's a total rod rotating, not, it's a, sir, what is this equation? It's a body, no, not a particle. But how you can write L by 3? The whole mass where it will appear to be constant at center of mass. So this is due to rotating motion. Due to circular motion, this one. So we know omega. Substituting that omega, I'll get one equation, 3mg sine theta by 2. So call this equation 3. This is 1. Okay, let's come for any other thing. Torque equation, we'll write it. We'll write torque equation. Motion of this one. So first translative motion we'll discuss. So like along y-axis. mg minus, sorry, this one, instead of this, perpendicular to the rod, mg cos theta minus n should be equal to mat. We know at, L by 3 alpha, substituting that, mg cos theta minus n equal to ml alpha by 3. So equation 4. So from this what happened? And so what is this alpha is there. So let's write the torque equation. So we'll calculate alpha. That alpha I'll substitute, I'll get the n. Then n and f I'll compare, we'll get the required condition. How to write the torque about point P? mg into net torque about point P, IP into alpha. Now what should be the torque? mg. I think all of you, I'll visible. Yeah, fine. I think total problem visible. Just make observation. mg into L by 3 cos theta should be equal to moment of inertia of this. Already we know. ml square by 2L, ml square by 3 into alpha. Solving this, we'll get alpha. That alpha I'll substitute the equation 5. The value of alpha I'll substitute. Then we'll get expression for n. So I think I ended up with this. Put 5 in 4. N will become equal to 3mg cos theta by 4. Okay, you know f and you know n. For what should happen? First the rod should slip, or first it should rotate, then it will slip, no? So therefore, what is the value of mu? Mu should be equal to f by n. Solving this, I'll end up with answer 2 tan theta. Cross verify once. N you know, so this is equation 6. Solving equation 5, 3 and 6. So this will be our answer. So now you see the motion little bit, rotating motion, then torque we brought, circular motion, centripetal force. So first what happened, the rod will first rotate, then why do it slip? Any reason, sir? What makes it to slip? How to analyze this? Okay, fine. This is about mathematics. We got some answer. So whether, so after what angle, after rotating through what angle, theta it will slip will determine the mu and this one. So now, sir, any rigid body, will we get this equation? No. This is a rod. You take triangular plate, release it, we'll get some other situation. So different
Sir,
rigid bodies.
Why isn't there any centripetal force?
What happened?
Sir, why isn't there any centripetal force?
That only I wrote, no, here, centripetal force, m omega square L by 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So now what's happening here? The rod will rotate. Okay, sir, it will rotate. Why after certain angle, after rotating to certain angle theta, why it should slip? Because see, there is some upper limit for f, no? Mu n. So as it starts rotating, as theta increases, omega will increase. So please, you have to bring your physics into a picture now. As the rod starts swinging, theta will increase, omega will increase. Then this omega will increase. Then after at certain specific angle theta, the centripetal force will not be sufficient to keep it in rotating motion. So therefore, what should happen now? So it will start slipping. This is the background. because the omega will keep on increase here. Then the centripetal force will not be sufficient to keep the rod in circular motion. So therefore slipping occurs here. So you take rigid body, when you leave that surface rough, it must first slip. If there's smooth, sir, what will happen? Analyze this, what's wrong? If there's smooth surface, if surface is smooth, immediately it will start slipping, no? If the surface rough, first it will rotate, then it will slip. Getting the idea? This is, okay, now what we did for rod. Now, sir, what happens if it is a, other than rod, can we work out, or only for rod only such numericals we can solve? There's a generalization now. So the whole rigid body has to be learned like this only. First rod, then generalization. First for rod, then generalization. After some time, it will have both translate. See, once it slips, both translative and rotative will come into picture. There's the other part. But first only rotation. Then once it starts slipping, then both the motions will occur. No, let's see that. The very first thing, triangular plate, let's see that. So it will be very easy for you. Center of mass. So will come somewhere here that we have to find out. So I'll release it. So triangular plate also same situation arise as the same conditions you have to put it in. So mg will act, force mg will act. There's a point P, and it's a rough. The moment what happened now, the triangle, it will take orientation like this. Please do follow the method what I'm telling. First for rod, then for any other rigid body. If you do for rod, so that it will be easy for you to analyze all the concepts, everything. I think this was the diagram. So I'm trying my level best to not like this. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, fine. Now you say, let's say it's a center of mass is somewhere here. It need not be at same level or some arbitrary point, and this is theta, you take it. So again, the set of equations will be same. Continue, mg. Then how the normal contact? Normal contact will act here, perpendicular to this line. There's a normal contact. Then here about what point it will rotate about this point, alpha. Then it will also have angular velocity. Then all the friction again here. If you want to move the center of mass a little bit below down, so the friction must act here like this. Then work out the problem. Then component of weight will act here. Then centrifugal force, or you can say centripetal force, component of friction will provide centripetal force. At one position, maybe it can happen that component, the mg will be acting vertically and it not be this one. If this is exactly at the level of the horizontal one, means if center of mass is exactly at this level, then component of mg will not come. Then we will provide centripetal force only the friction. So the friction must act here like this only. So again, when center of mass somewhere here, check it. When center of mass comes below here, check it. At least unable to solve, at least draw the diagram and check it, how various forces are acting. So this is about the triangular plate slipping. Then semicircular plate you can bring. I think it's unlimited, no? The way of learning things is unlimited. So after some time it will tip. At least what happened, you must have a basic idea of the what will happen there. This is what happens. First it will rotate. So theta. So center of mass here it will be somewhere here. How the friction will act here. So now please at least draw a diagram. You'll be in a very comfortable position. Different shaped objects kept at corner and it will tilt. So first it should tilt, then it will slip. So nowhere situation will come where first it will slip, then tilt. No, first it will tilt, first it will rotate, then slipping will occur. Because as theta increases, omega will increase, then the friction will not be sufficient to keep that in circular motion. So there the slipping will occur. It will leave circular path, better to say about point P. And the normal contact. I'm just showing the basic things. Remaining all you are supposed to work out. This is the center of mass. Okay, it's a unlimited, no, the way of asking questions. Okay, now I brought one question. Read it. Time I think only 13 seconds, 13 minutes. We'll try. We'll see. Okay, we'll do one thing. Tomorrow I'll discuss that one because we have time. So let me finish off here. Reaction one. One more very important is there, so that this idea will completely get over. So this is the there's a hinge and there's a rod. I'll give a slight push to the rod. The rod, so this is the OA and this is center of mass. So the length of this OA is L, mass of the rod is M. Slight push I'll give. So when the rod makes an angle theta with the vertical, so theta cos 60 degree, then I'm asking all the quantities here. So what will be the reaction at the hinge? Say rod is given, a rod of mass M and length L is a slight push and released and released from rest. When rod makes an angle theta. Now this is a very important fundamental one rather than numerical theory. Rod makes an angle theta with vertical. Find reaction at hinge. Okay, getting to the problem. I think we have only 11 minutes time. We'll wind up this. So when the rod makes an angle theta. So what is the position of the rod? After some time the rod will come like this. Center of mass was earlier here, no? Now it has come here. So it has descended. Yes, it has descended. So this is theta. So center of mass has descended. And because of that, it will have here angular velocity. Omega. How the reactions forces will be. How to take the reaction forces. Now, what type of motion the rod will describe? Only pure rotatory motion, at least pure rotatory motion. So I'll proceed like this. The reaction on the rod, I think. I'll show forces on one side and the reaction, this one. So what are the forces that will be acting? Mg. And it will also have alpha. How to take the reaction forces here? There are two approaches are there. Along the rod, perpendicular to rod, you can describe. Along the rod and y-axis, or along x and along y-axis. So let me, since you are familiar with the along along X, along Y, I'll proceed in that way. So what are the reaction forces? So one reaction force will be up. Reaction forces, I'll show this Ny, and other reaction force okay, let's write all the equations. So what is the angular velocity? So when it descends through an angle theta, so how much decrease in potential of the rod should be equal to, so let me assume one particle also I'll give it so that things will be easy for you. So things will be difficult for you. So shall I put one particle here? Because all the time we have put only one rod. A particle of mass m also is attached. Then where the center of mass of system, I think you should not show here. I'm shifting it. Somewhere it should come here. And then how much center of mass of system? O is the midpoint of the rod. A particle of mass m is fixed at upper end. Let me add up that one. So where the center of mass of system will be? So somewhere here will come. Center of mass is different. Center of mass of the rod will be different. So 2 mg will come into picture. No? So then how much of height the center of mass has descended? It has descended a height h. Call this is h. And decrease in potential G, 2 mgh should be equal to high O omega square by 2. How to calculate moment of inertia? That of the rod ml square by 3. That of the particle ml square. Just I brought it so that only rod we are discussing. I can attach one particle also. So what is the length of the rod? Let it be equal to this much here. Length of the rod is what? I made L, no? No, get into the problem. So I substituting this and solving will get the omega. After getting omega. Then what about the torque? 2 mg. You have to solve for omega. I'll just share the ideas. And next 2 mg. Where the center of mass of system will be? There is the O is this one, no? See the center of mass. Where the center of mass of system will be? At a distance OC. So 2 mg into OC cos the distance will be sine theta should be equal to IO alpha. How to calculate anybody? OC. I think any center of mass formula shall apply. Distance OC should be equal to M L by 2 plus ML by M plus M. 3L by 2. 3L by 4. So substituting this 3L by 4 sine theta is equal to this will be 4 ml square by 3 into alpha. Moment of inertia. So I'll get the alpha. Okay, after getting alpha, then what we have to do? So on one side we have alpha, as it is describing only pure rotative motion about O is a fixed axis rotation. So what are the how to show that reactions? Already I shown that one. So I'll assume a tangential acceleration. So this is theta. So therefore this is theta, this is theta. Then I'll write the equation. 2 mg minus ny is equal to 2m80 sine theta. This is along y-axis because that reaction ny has to be calculated. Then along x-axis, how to write? So they show that how nx should act here. No, along x-axis, any equations can you write it? I think there's some problem is there here. What is that? Even there's a centripetal acceleration also there. No, I think that we have not taken care, because what is the state of rod? It's having pure rotating motion. So there must be a normal. Most of students do forget this. So just once again, I'm reminding this one. Now, what is a normal? A normal should be equal to omega square into 3L by 4. This is a centripetal acceleration. So is it writing this equation correct? No. Even component of an also should come there. No. So this has to be modified. Why, sir? Why you are bringing in? The rod is rotating. There is a tangential acceleration. You say there will be also centripetal acceleration. But sir, previous problems you didn't took. There I took centripetal force. No, you check it. M omega square. I'm writing an here. So therefore, this equation has to be modified. So what are other forces acting? 2m an cos theta. This is what some books they have not considered as, I don't know, but this must be there. Along x-axis, what is the equation you can write? Nx should be equal to 2m an sine theta minus 2m 80 cos theta. So omega I know from here. I'll bring omega from here. I know this is alpha. Okay, this. Then what happened? The reactions is what I should work out in this method here. Sir, you said an, but you didn't write any centripetal force equation. Another method for this is instead of nx, you can assume nx along this direction. So let there be y component must be there. So the instead of nx, you assume like this. Then again write equations of motion along the rod. This ny also will come into picture. So to avoid that, what happened? I just took like this here. Like this, you have to calculate the reaction at the inch. So when the rod is released, no, the reactions at the inch, you have to be very careful here. So it's a pure rotating motion, that is enough. But sir, why you wrote? So now you can ask question. Pure rotating motion, okay, this is okay. So I'll round up all the things. So what is this? This is due to what? Sir, what about this? To calculate reaction, I'm just taking help of all the resultant forces that are acting. Are you getting this one? And what is this? Conservation of mechanical energy. Because work done by the reactions will be zero, no? Only the weight 2 mg does work. So even a particle can come here. Don't think that only rigid body, I can attach a particle. Then today, what all problem we discuss, if you want, you can introduce particle at some other point and you can discuss the problem. The center of mass of system will change, that's all. If the particle not there, center of mass of the rod will be the center of the rod will be center of mass of system. Because of particle came, the center of mass got shifted. So you do have some numericals where particle will be attached to a rigid body. You need to bother the same concept. Today, what all I discuss, everything will be same. Okay, try to put efforts today's. So I give some other things. No, please do work out. These things you should work out. You should put effort. Okay, I have next class. Thank you all of you.
Roll down, sir.
Thank you, 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 sir.
Okay, thank you all of you. Take care. Bye. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. When string is cut, first translated, rotated, afterwards only rotated. That's what happens here. Yeah, that'll be right. When the string is cut in that problem, first translated, rotated, then only rotatory. Okay, I'm fine.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.